Child, the girls are out here fighting. If you haven't heard, the first transgender inspiring pop star, Nikita Dragun, dropped her diss track today that set the internet on fire. So within this diss track, essentially she was basically dragging so many people, claiming that people are copying off her. They're doing things she's already done, etc., etc., etc. If you don't know who Nikita Dragun is, she's a popular Instagram influencer with millions of followers. She's done very well in the beauty space, and she's made a lot of money selling makeup from her own makeup line. So she's a pretty big deal in terms of influencing and social media and stuff like that. So anyway, within this video, the main two things I'm going to talk about is the really only two topics within the video that I care about as it relates to her. First off, the song is trash. The video was trash. It was poorly produced. It's no tea. Y'all can go watch it if y'all want to, but you're going to just be wasting your time. The beat was a little cute, but I mean, it was just kind of boring to me. So anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is that she so-called outed Tyga. So Tyga, essentially, she posted a screenshot of Tyga DMing her his phone number. So let me say this. I don't know if that's news to y'all, but if you got any gay friends, you got any trans friends, and or if you gay yourself, everybody in the gay community already know Tyga like trans girls. This is like what the third, fourth girl that has came out and said Tyga tried to get with them. Like, who cares? And then his baby mama, Black China, about a month ago came out again and was like, yeah, he like trans girls. Have whoever he wants in his bedroom. If Tiger wants to have a trans girl, now he can. If he want to have a boy the next night, he can. If he want to have two girls the night after that, he can. Do what you want to do in your bedroom. No one is participating unless you invite them. So then their opinion doesn't matter unless they're invited. Period. So moving on to really one of the bigger issues that happened with this video. So Asian Doll essentially got wind of her photo being used within this girl's video. So the shot that Nikita took at her was like, I wore this dress that you wore before. So then Asian Dog got upset, and of course she went to Twitter, and from her Twitter she said Nikita will get dragged by his bald head. So then everyone started getting a little shaky. Oh my God, Asian Doll is misgendering Nikita. She's not addressing her as a woman. She's calling her a man or a boy. And you know, people are in an uproar as it relates to this girl calling this trans woman a boy and stuff, talking about misgendering her. Girl, you don't get to pick and choose how people respond to you. If you want to come for somebody, you want to talk crap, you want to have a clap back and all this stuff like that and do all this crazy stuff, you got to be prepared to put on your big girl panties and say they're going to be able to say whatever they want to say to me. So if somebody want to come for your kids, if they want to come for your gender preference or whatever, they want to come for your God, they want to come for your mom, they want to come for, if they know you got an illness, they want to come for your illness. It's fair game. If you don't want to be a part of that foolishness, then you need to keep your mouth shut. Period. So I don't have any sympathy for her with Asian Dog calling her a boy. I'm still not gonna call her that because I'm not offended either way because I really don't care. But at the end of the day, you know, I respect her enough that she considers herself to be a woman, so I will respect what you want. But at the end of the day, you can't force people to call you or respect you, especially when you coming for them. You should have kept your mouth shut. So if she calling you man this and man that and boy and him, he, and all that other stuff, girl, it's fair game. You stepped into the lion's den, then you got to deal with the BS. Period. So then from there, Asian Doll also said what they call boys that pick on girls, bullying. So then someone in the comments said, you drunk and setting yourself up so you think before you tweet. So then after that, she responded to the commenter and said, I'm wide awoke. I love transgenders and they love me. That boy seems like an angry racist cause a transgender has never came for me ever 100. It's a difference between. So then someone else commented, which their comments are really irrelevant in this situation. So anyway, so that happened. So then Nikita came back and posted a response to the girl's comment. And the response that Nikita posted to the girl's comment She was essentially saying to the girl, respectfully, an Asian brat, this statement was to show that trans women set the trends for cisgender females, yet never get the credit. This was not meant to be shady towards you. You just happen to be an example. By the way, thank you at whatever for my original design. So I guess she was thanking the designer who actually designed the dress. So then from there, it just went into a whole soliloquy of no, gay people and trans people stole from black women, and black women created this and black women created that, and then people's like, no, the gays and black gays and black trans people are the ones who created all the lingo and all this crap. Blase blase. My opinion about this whole situation. Number one, yes, gay people create a lot of lingo. We create a lot of things within our own community, within our culture, that definitely sometimes go mainstream. And for a perfect example, gay people came up with the word shade. So there was a documentary called Paris is Burning. Y'all can go check it out. But this documentary was being documented back in the 1970s, 1960s, or something like that. I think 1970s. And shade was something that a lot of gay people used back during that time when they was at the balls and they were dancing during the competitions. A lot of stuff that the gays do now, they've been doing that for years and years and years. So at the ball, they would say, oh, as they're doing their dancing on them and basically coming for them through dancing, they were saying, oh, they're throwing shade. So shade has been around in the gay community for a long time. So in that regard, that did cross over the mainstream. They even use that on the news sometimes. I hear some of the newscasters saying, no shade, I'm not being shady, etc., etc., etc. It's just a part of pop culture. But let me say this. Both the gay community and the heterosexual community take from each other, because a lot of lingo and stuff that they may do in the heterosexual community or may start in the heterosexual community, we do in the gay community and trans community as well, and vice versa. All of it is considered pop culture. So these are things that are being added to pop culture. So at the end of the day, we all pulling from each other. So this whole, oh, you stole from us, no, you stole from us, BS is just bullcrap. Everybody using everybody else lingo. Because I know I use some stuff that I've heard straight people say. I know they use some stuff they've heard gay people say. It is what it is. Who cares who made it up? It doesn't matter. You don't have any copyrights to it, so it doesn't matter who made it up. So that's number one. Number two, I feel as though that Nikita is just trying to have a moment, and I think she's going about it the wrong way. I understand you want to get your views, you want to have your son trending and all this stuff. So sometimes you got to stir up controversy to get things going and moving. But I think this is the wrong topic you want to go with. Number one, you bringing black people into this stuff. Over here in the black community, we already have enough problems with people in our own community not accepting us and trying to fight us all the time and trying to ridicule us, trying to force us not to be too gay, as they like to say, or they can't stand trans girls at all in the black community. So at the end of the day, you putting that toxicity onto them, because you gonna get to leave, because you're not even black, sweetie. You Hawaiian or whatever you is. You gonna get to leave, go back to your nice, safe community where those people are accepting you and stuff. And then you're leaving all this baggage and toxicity over here in this part of the gay community, the black gay community, and we got to be dealing with the comments and different things that these black women and these black heterosexual men are going to be making as it relates to the gay community or trans people, because they already do it. And this is no shade, no tea, but y'all, to be honest, the most vocal most times as it relates to coming for trans, especially trans girls, is black men. Trans black women are being murdered expeditiously, um, year after year, and the numbers are just increasingly going up. And they're being murdered by black men. So, and then every time, most times they're fighting with someone, they're fighting with heterosexual black women. For whatever reason, they can't get along, so they're fighting. And that's what you see a lot of cases. Because a lot of times I don't see a lot of other different races and stuff like that on the internet and stuff fighting with transgender women. A lot of times I see black women and transgender black women fighting. I don't know why they're fighting. I'm not trans, but I do notice that a lot. So at the end of the day, you have that issue. So you coming over here stirring the pot, and then you trying to throw us in it as though we have your back and like we co-sign you with this foolishness. Girl, we don't co-sign you with this. We got our own problems. We didn't come over there to Hawaii and start stirring shit up and then leaving it over there for you to deal with. So don't come over here doing that to us. We have no interest in your plight. We have no interest in you being upset or you trying to establish a point or raise an agenda as it relates to rights for trans people and things like that, because you don't care about black people. You don't care about the black trans community. You don't care about black gay people, because you have never said anything in your entire career as it relates to this segment of the community. The only reason you bringing it up now is because you opened your mouth. Now you got these black women coming for you, dragging you. Now you want us to come out there and play superhero. Girl, it don't work like that over here. We're not heterosexual black men. Heterosexual black men, they like to run and be superheroes for all these other different races of women, and they like to be, superheroes for like the snow bunnies and the Puerto Rican girls and all that stuff like that. Girl, us gay black men, we ain't doing that for you. I don't give a fuck what race you is. You could be Puerto Rican, you could be snow bunny, you could be Hispanic, whatever you doing, girl, whatever you decide to do, that's what you did. The gay black men are not going to come to your rescue in the same way that heterosexual black men come to the rescue of those other women, their preferences and stuff like that. We not doing that for you. We have no loyalty to you. And I'm letting you know from the mouth of the gay black male community and also the black trans community, ain't none of us coming to rescue you. You opened your big ass mouth, so you need to figure out how you're going to deal with that, period. So that's my opinion about the situation. I think she's just doing too much. I think if she really wanted to establish herself as a musical person, she needed to, or artist, she needed to really just come out with a hot song and kill it. If you feel like you got talent and stuff, and come out with a hot video, because that, even if the song is trash, if you got a hot video, that would boost the song and its potential sales and stuff and popularity. But girl, all that stuff you did was trash. You're a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and that's what you came up with. It was garbage. So y'all let me know what y'all think. This is all I got for y'all as it relates to her and this topic. I really don't care about her, but I just thought I wanted to talk about it since there's so much conversation about it as it relates to what she did, and now black women are fighting with this girl. And I don't know why y'all black women are fighting with her, girl. Let these people think what they want to think. Mind your business and just keep it moving. But if y'all got time, go ahead and have some fun. All right, see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for listening. Later.